Louisiana beer reviews. We're looking at East Meets West India Pale Ale from Sierra Nevada and Treehouse. This is a revisit, special edition. If you noticed, about a month ago, my occasional reviewing partner and myself, David, we looked at this and we were complaining about it. I put it in the B range. I think he dropped it into the C range. He said it tasted too much like a pale ale, 40 IBUs. The 7% alcohol was fine, but he said this is an APA, not an IPA. He kept going on about that, and I couldn't disagree with him. Put it in this nice Miller Lite schooner. For just to do it. Thick head, though. Look at that. Thick head. It's not too cloudy. It's semi-cloudy. I see a lot of particulate matter. Fine particulate matter rolling about. Some fairly fierce bubble streams and a yellow appearance with the light shining through it. Gold with the light shining at it. 2-row pale blend of malt. 2-row pale malt blend. What are the other ones? Acidulated and caramel. And then the hops are Simcoe. And then they finish it with Citra and Mosaic. Yeah, and ale yeast, of course. So, you know, I'm willing to do a revisit, see what it's like here at about 8 a.m. I bought this in the, obviously, Beer Camp Around the World 12-pack. Got it at Mathern's. It smells like an APA. Spongy head of foam, creamy at the top. Mild hop resins, fruitiness, like maybe pineapple, perhaps grapefruit. Pale malts are white bread crust. Mild bitterness, it's there. I mean, your Miller Lite drinker is going to perhaps think it's so bitter. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Your IPA drinker is going to say, this tastes like Dale's Pale Ale or something. Or a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Just, which are fine. Or what was that, North Coast, their Pale Ale. I can't remember the name of it. Red Seal, I think. Sweet, sugary. We were saying that we were drinking so many sugary beers. Probably nearing 5 out of 5 sugar cubes on the Cyclops scale. 3 to 4 hop cones, which they use a different perspective on hoppiness there, so it's probably more like 3, maybe 4. Because you don't have to be particularly bitter to rate high on their Cyclops bitterness scale. Some ways I appreciate that, the way they're looking at it. If you're looking for super bitter beer, it's not going to be there. If you're looking for some bitterness, though, it is going to be there. The full 40, it's the full 40. You would never think it's less than 40. You may believe it's higher. But still, it comes across more as an APA, American Pale Ale. Oh well. Tastes good though. I'd pick it over Miller Lite 10 out of 10 times. Eric Lyons' fan would probably pick Miller Lite over this 10 out of 10 times. And that's a personal preference issue. It's not a quality control or quality issue. It's weird though. It is coming across a good deal more bitter than the last time. Don't know why. Not complaining. The body's medium and it's a robust medium, a high medium. It's not a light beer by any stretch of the imagination. The finish is drying. On the dry side, pretty darn dry, yeah. So, hey, well, sweet in the taste, dry in the finish now. This is not wine, I don't know. unfiltered haze. There's some. Doesn't look like one of those juice bombs. You know, those haze bombs, I mean, that just look like a milky thing, where they add the wheat and give it that milky thing. Kind of cheat. They kind of cheat to give it the milkiness, right? Like, oh, it's so milky because we don't filter it. Yeah, and then you add an ingredient to make it muddy looking. So it's like, it's not naturally that milky, okay? I gave it a B last time, B minus. I think I was more like an 81 last time. I like to do the revisits. Sometimes I do a revisit and don't even call it a revisit. I'll just make a video, see if anybody notices. Like you might just see Budweiser. That's the sixth one you've done. You didn't call it special edition or visit. Most people don't watch all those videos anyway. They just happen across it, watch it, like it or don't like it or whatever. Comment on it, don't comment. But people that really watch my channel carefully, they'll pick up on it. Still seems a little unbalanced though. Guess because it's a collaboration. It's like a West Coast meeting an East Coast. How would this fare against like Samuel Smith's India Ale? I guess it wouldn't do too well. I think the Long Hammer IPA from Red Hook is better. That might sound like a blasphemy. I'm just thinking of things. I think Shipyard IPA is better. Some people want to physically attack me now. I like Shipyard beers. They're a little different because of their yeast. But everything don't have to be the same. I keep saying that about Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Like, it's bad because it's not the same as the rest of the major league ballparks. I don't know why that's bad. It's just different. And then the ball hits the catwalk and falls and it's still in play or whatever. Well, then people complain, baseball's drab, it's all the same, every game drags on, it's boring, it's slow. But everything should be the same. Everything should be a 1994 faux retro park with little angles and brickwork. But Tropicana Field's too different. So it's like the people that want different, they want it to be the same different. I don't care if the beer is different or the same or whatever. You know, I mean, you know, if it's good, it is a good beer. And I gave it a good score last time. I just had it at the lower end of good. I think this time I'm going to bring it to the higher end of good. There's the utilities department and the garbage contractor. Speaking of ballparks, yes, I've been to Orioles Park about 5 times, maybe 6, since 2003. Would I recommend it? Without question, I would recommend it. I even know where you can park for free without getting killed. And your car will still be there when you get back. Probably mine always was. Anyway, yeah, go to Orioles Park. Go to Tropicana Field. Go to Minute Maid Park. Go to that Rangers ballpark in Arlington, whatever they're calling it this week. It's a festival. All right, anyway, so B+. B+, a little too, the bitterness this time was like there, but it's kind of like not real pleasant, but not offensive. All right, so B+, very good beer. A very good beer for a very good price. See, so a very good beer for a very good price. Very good beer for a very good price. That's an approach conflict. Either choice you make is a good choice. Well, in this case, the choices are run together because you can't get the very good beer if you don't pay the very good price. But you understand, It's a you're getting a benefit both on both angles, price wise and taste wise. Not the greatest thing in the world, but oh well. Sure is nice. So Lazy Le Bon Temps Relais, a winner with some reservations. Still seems to be at the upper end of APA more than the lower end of IPA, but David, I'd like to see if he did a revisit of it, but I don't guess he won't. All right, I'm going to talk to you, David, about drinking down that major stash of beer that you have. You cannot keep it forever. Beer is for drinking. Beer is for drinking. Okay, and love ain't for keeping. Y'all come on down to Southeastern Louisiana.